Oh my gosh, I hope I don't look too dorky to you guys. And I hope this isn't distracting. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at myself. I think it's adorable, but you know me, I like to have fun, so I hope for you guys it's not too distracting. But yeah, but let's just jump right into the video, you guys. Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Pam, and for those of you who keep coming back listening to my rant and rave about my beautiful plants, bless you. So welcome to Curiosity Grew the Plant. This is an episode that I've created where I'm spotlighting one plant in my collection where we can actually learn a little bit more about it, or any if I have any extra like fun facts that I'll come across when I do research, I want to share with you guys, and I want to bring you guys along. So of course, as you guys can tell by this cool little I guess glasses I got here, I'm just trying to have a little fun and the spirit of the holidays. And before I even jump right into this video, I did want to make a mention to you guys. A few of you have made a mention to me, and I do appreciate any criticism or any form of suggestions that you guys may have, but a couple of you have made a mention to me that it's kind of difficult to see sometimes with my lighting situation. Please keep in mind, you guys, or bear with me. I am fully aware of it. We're going into like this winter season here, and I do all of my recordings here inside my sunroom, and even though I have multiple windows around here, for some reason because the way the sun is changing, I'm not getting a lot of light. I am aware that the lighting situation can change from time to time. I just only ask that you guys bear with me, because it's more like a financial thing as far as what I need to do to remedy that. So just give me a few more weeks, you guys, of dealing with it. I'm trying my best with the light situation, and thank you for just hanging in there with me. So let's jump right back into the video. So as you guys can tell from these crazy glasses I got on, and honestly guys, I hope y'all are not too distracted by it, but I just thought it would be very befitting for the month of December, for the holiday season, to shine the spotlight on, of course, if you put two and two together, it would be this Christmas cactus. Now, let me actually, the light is just distracting the bottom. Let me take that out. I chose the Christmas cactus, you guys, for obvious reasons, because of the holiday season. One, two, also myself, I don't have a whole lot of cacti in my collection, and I want to learn more about it as far as any pieces of information that I can get about cactus. I just want to learn, and I just want to share with you guys too. Now I'm going to put the botanical name on the screen, you guys. I'm not even going to make an attempt to pronounce the name, because I really don't want to butcher it. But guys, just take a quick look. It is a very beautiful plant, and I just think it's interesting. So we're going to learn together with this one, because I just brought this not too long ago, and I actually have another small one inside my home. I plan on like potting them up together. But yeah, so did y'all know that these plants can actually live up to about 100 years, maybe a little bit longer? And this is also a non-desert dwelling cactus, which also makes it the perfect type of plant to grow in your home. And also because of that, when we get into the temperatures, that's probably will also explain a little bit why this would be considered a non-desert dwelling cacti. One of the cool features also about this plant, of course, I'm not sure if anyone knew, or maybe a lot of people did know, but there's 6 varieties of this particular plant, but you know the names of it from the time of the year that it does bloom. So hence this would be the Christmas cactus, and of course you have like the Thanksgiving cactus, and I believe like the Easter cactus is gotten its name from the time of year that they bloom. I think that's pretty cool. And of course they provide us with different types of colors. Traditionally, I believe with the Christmas cactus, if I'm not mistaken, you'll see blooms such as this beautiful pink that you see here. And I think they actually do have some blooms of red. So let's jump right into the care tips, you guys. Now for the light, you guys, which is probably another reason why this would be a non-desert dwelling cacti. It does like a lot of bright indirect light, but it can't handle any direct light on its leaves, for it will burn. And I think the reason why is if you have a cactus, a Christmas cactus or a holiday cactus in your home, you will notice that their leaves do feel a little bit thinner than what we're used to with traditional cactuses to have. So I can understand. So you want to also, you guys, if you do have this growing in your home, try as much best as possible to keep them away from your west and your south facing windows. Now in regards to the soil, as most plants do, like well draining soil, but what I have noticed too with this one as well as the one that I have in my home, it seems like the soil mixture that the majority of the plants are coming in is more like a peat moss base, and maybe just a couple of granules of perlite. Is that completely well draining? We will definitely find out together, you guys, because I don't plan on actually changing out the soil unless I see that it decline in any way. But I'm going to keep it here, let it settle itself. And even when I combine both of my plants together, I do plan on keeping it in this potting medium. Majority of the time, you guys, a quick tip here just for overall your plant success, regardless if it's a cactus or your tropicals. Just pay attention a little bit more when it comes to your plants that you bring into your home. Take a watchful eye on how well they're acclimating. Now, of course, sometimes you're going to have some issues with your plants, but if you see that they are taking a significant dive, you might want to definitely check this soil mixture that it actually came in. Because sometimes, you know, they create soil to actually stimulate growth. And that may be a great thing, but sometimes the soil mixtures that you do get and bring your plants home may not be suitable for continual success of your plants. So you might want to just check that. But let's talk about the water. Since this is a cacti, you definitely want your soil to completely dry out before you give it a drink. And I think the cool part about it is, since this is in like a peat moss type of mixture, I think and it feels kind of dense because it doesn't have as much perlite as I personally probably would put in it. So in the situation like this, if it's not absorbing a lot of energy from wherever you have it sitting in your home, please keep in mind about the bright and direct light. I probably won't water this one for quite some time because it's really nice and moist here. So I probably, since I don't have it in an area where it's really, the sun is so strong, and keep in mind we're also approaching the winter season where the sun isn't as bright and it's not using up a lot of energy, so I'm going to really slow or pull back on the watering. So if I had to judge it or guess it, I probably, instead of every 2 weeks now, I'm probably going to wind up maybe 3 weeks to maybe once a month when I actually water this thing. Now as far as humidity, you guys, I do believe that this particular cactus thrives and loves humidity. I'm actually was testing that theory out, but I have one, like I said, in my dining room that I do plan on bringing in here, because I do believe that for this particular plant baby, you need to bump up the humidity a little bit more. So I'm going to have it in here where I'm actually increasing my humidifier now. Normally I have it at the 40 to 45% range, but I'm actually jumping it up now between 50 to 55. And these plants love humidity between 50 to 60% range. Now also in regards to the temperature, you guys, keep in mind it's a cactus and it does like a warmer temperature, but not too hot as one would, as a cactus would experience in a desert-like environment. So between 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit would be ideal for this plant. Now, when it comes to actually repotting this plant, you guys, cacti, and this particular plant in general, they love being root bound. So because of that, and their system, their root system is not that robust as a fine root system. So that's also a reason why they would prefer to be extremely root bound. I would probably recommend not repotting this for at least 2, maybe 3 years, give or take. And once again, even when you do decide to repot this plant, let's say 2 years later, please take a quick look at the root system. If it doesn't seem pot bound to you, then and the plant isn't declining or showing any types of issues, and by all means leave it in the pot. Propagating. Now I think I might actually, I'm not sure, I may actually try this. I think this is kind of cool. One main way to propagate, which I would find to be successful, I think would be ideal really for this plant, would be to plop it right into soil. So there's 2 ways of cutting that you want to keep in mind that when you are going to propagate this plant. I'm trying to see an actual example. Okay, here's one example to the best that I can. You see this right here? This is what you would consider like a Y shape leaf, because you have this stem right here and then this stem over here on the right. Now it's a Y shape. You want to cut at the base of the Y shape. So right here at this node, or intersection, you want to take a cut. And of course you want to allow your cuttings to callus over for at least maybe 2 to 3 hours before potting into soil. Doing it that way, you guys, will help to ensure that hopefully your plant cuttings will not become infected in any way. So you want to cut right there. You also, or if you want to do another type of cut, this would be a straight cut. For example, here where you have just this one stem. Now with your cuttings via Y shape or just standalone stem, you want to make sure you have 3 sections involved to make sure that your propagation is successful. And 3 sections, you guys, just in case you're not fully understanding or aware of what I mean, right here, this section between where it has the node or where you would cut, this would be considered one section, and then this would be considered the second section, and then this would be the third section, in which case you would cut at the base of here. So you want to make sure you have, wherever you cut, whether it's the Y or the standalone shape, that you have at least 3 of those sections. Let it callus over, like I said, for at least 2, maybe 3 hours, and then you can plop it right into very moist soil. Keep in mind, as with any propagation, you want to make sure that the soil is staying a little bit moist until it starts to actually root. You want to keep it in a warm environment as well, just to help stimulate the root system and promote growth with the roots. Now, one beautiful question in regards to this beautiful specimen right here. These beautiful blooms, they are like the icing on the cake, you guys. But I really love this plant because of the foliage itself. I'm looking at this right here, and it doesn't even have any blooms, but I love the shape of the leaves. The fact that, first of all, the fact that you can even touch it and not get stung, so to speak, as cacti is commonly known for. But it also have these jagged edges that's not really sharp. I love the structure of it, but the actual blooms itself, you guys, is so beautiful. It's like the icing on the cake. And I don't think, they don't have a fragrance, but they're still beautiful blooms. Now you might ask, how in the world what can I do to get my cactus to bloom? Well, from what I've learned, now I may test this theory out. They're saying more or less like 6 weeks before it's almost time to bloom. And who knows when the heck a plant is really readily able to bloom. But let's see, if I had to say, well, 6 weeks, I would say, since this is a Christmas cactus and I had to judge, maybe a week or 2 before Thanksgiving. If you want to help to promote the blooms, you want to put this in a cooler temperature place, as well as a darker place. I'm not quite sure what goes on in the dark, but one can imagine when the lights go out that there's some kind of activity that goes on, you guys, to help to promote the blooms. And some have actually said that you might want to do 12 to 14 hours of some form of a darker or shadier area in a cooler place to actually promote the blooms. But even if this plant didn't bloom for me, you guys, I would definitely love it. Like I said, I love the funkiness of it. Very beautiful, very different, and I'm really glad that I have it as part of my collection. Y'all let me know, you guys, do you share love for cacti, and do you have any of the holiday cactuses in your collection? Have you tried the method of putting your cacti in a cooler, slightly shadier place environment to promote the blooms, and has it worked for you? I'm curious. Please share below so we can all start a conversation and we can learn from one another. So that pretty much wraps up this segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. And like I said, I always enjoy talking to you guys. Y'all leave some of the most positive messages out there, and I just am overwhelmed and feel immensely grateful for talking to each and every last one of you guys. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know how you like these glasses. I'm sorry, guys. It's making me laugh. It's bringing me joy. I hope that it's brought you some kind of joy, brighten up your day. But anyway, that ends this video, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel. You can give me big thumbs up or thumbs down. I appreciate your opinion. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, and until next time, guys, much love. Bye.